Japan. Yeah. Skip it up and that up. So there is an interesting problem going on in Japan, is that young people don't want to have sex or get into relationships. I'm not exaggerating. I'm dead serious. There's actually a problem where the country's population is declining because people aren't reproducing. They aren't having sex to reproduce over in Japan. And it's becoming actually a fairly big issue over there. Japanese men find women to be very scary, and people in Japan between the ages of 18 and 34, 31% of them are still virgins. You know, if you're 18, early 20s, that's okay. But if you're pushing your mid-30s and you still are a virgin, you got some problems. I'm not trying to be funny or mean or sound like I'm talking down to you. You seriously need to seek help if you're still a virgin and you're pushing 35. Now, this company, Gatebox, makes these hologram characters. They go for almost like $3,000. And people buy them, or men buy them, I should say, mostly. And they start relationships, like full-blown relationships with these holograms. Now, I didn't even know this was a thing. There is a very popular Vocaloid hologram over in Japan called Hatsune Miku, who they have this hologram perform concerts over there, and they sell out. Which, hey, that's a cultural difference in and of itself, going to see this hologram perform at a concert, whatever. That's not a big deal. But what is a big deal, and quite weird, is this company, Gatebox, who makes these holograms. Let me just make sure I have the number right. They've distributed 3,700 marriage certificates so people can marry these holograms over in Japan. And one such gentleman that married one of these holograms is 35-year-old Akihiko Kondo, who is a school administrator. And this is the real deal to this guy. On his Twitter account, he said he prepared for 6 months to marry Hatsune Miku, and he spent about $18,000 to make the wedding happen. Now, how it works is Akihiko Kondo actually married the $2,800, close to $3,000, like I said, hologram device. But he goes around at the wedding. There was the plush of Hatsune Miku, and that's what was there to perform the ceremony. This is a real thing. He had 40 guests there. His mother wouldn't show up, understandably, because she just didn't consider it a real thing. Gee, I wonder why. Now, the reason why Kondo decided to marry a fictional thing that doesn't exist is because he was rejected by women as a teenager. He was bullied at work, which made him suffer a nervous breakdown. So he just gave up and said, I'm just going to marry a fictional thing that doesn't really exist and spend almost $18,000 on it and invite people to it like it's an actual wedding. This isn't normal. This isn't good. And of course, he plays the politically correct card. I'm going to quote him here exactly. Diversity in society has long been called for, saying that we must consider all kinds of love and all kinds of happiness. Basically saying, well, you know, hey, I choose to love, if I choose to love this keyboard, it's not an actual living thing. I can't really have a conversation with it. There's no way I could socialize with it or relate to it. But if I fall in love with it, you have to be okay with it. It's diversity. You have to accept that I want to marry and love this keyboard and possibly make love to this keyboard. I haven't done that, don't worry. I get in 2018, it wants everyone to be accepting of everyone and everything, and that's fine. Look, I have no issue. I don't have a homophobic bone in my body. If you're a man and you're attracted to other men, that's fine. If you're a woman and you're attracted to other women, that's fine. Whatever is, so long as it's a consenting adult, I have no issue with what you do in your bedroom. I have none at all. But can we at least agree on, as a whole, that it has to be with another human being? You can't fall in love with an iPad. You can't fall in love with a fake foam friggin' cucumber. You can't fall in love with this remote. And if you do, you have psychological issues. I mean, can we at least agree on that? Am I still offended? Because if I'm offending you at that point, and if you're one of those people in this boat that like, Rich, you know, I am in love with my remote. What's wrong with that? I truly am. I'm going to marry this remote tomorrow and spend 20 grand on the wedding. Why are you being so close-minded? Because it's not normal. It's not a human being. It's not your same species. You can't have a social interaction. You can't bond with a piece of plastic. You can't bond with a hologram. You can't bond with an iPad. There's something wrong. This is not okay. And if it's at the point where Japan's population is decreasing because there's a bunch of scared men because one time they were rejected by a woman, that's an issue that needs to be addressed. There's something wrong there with the social structure. Okay, look, here is the thing. I'm going to let you in on a secret. Yes, a fat man is going to give you a dating advice, okay? I don't care what you look like. You could be a Greek Adonis. You could be the most gorgeous woman on the planet. On both sides of the fence, it doesn't matter male or female. You're going to get rejected. You're going to get rejected. But here's the thing. There's a lot of other men and women on the planet. There is. So if one woman or man rejects you, move on to the next one. They may not reject you. Or even if you get rejected 10 times in a row, the 11th woman or man may not reject you and be interested in you. I don't understand this. Oh, I got rejected by a woman once or even twice, so that's it. I'm giving up on dating and I'm going to marry a piece of friggin' plastic. That's not okay. And don't say, oh, we have to just accept that now. Love is diverse. No, if you gave up on human beings and you decided to fall in love with something that's a piece of electronic or a plush doll, and you're a 35-year-old man, you have issues. I'm pretty sure that any psychiatrist that you talk to will agree with me. This is not okay. There's something seriously wrong. And if Japan's population is decreasing because of it, they have to figure out what the hell is going on so they can address it and stop letting people get married to goddamn holograms. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, congratulations! If you made it to the end of the video, you should subscribe to Review Tech USA so you can hear me blabber on some more. Also, too, starting this month, I will be live streaming solely on Twitch. I'll have a link to my Twitch channel below in the description. And last but not least, make sure you click that like button. It helps out the show big time. See you guys in the next video.